What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 here today, bringing you the first official video of my Madden 17 rosters. This is going to be your first exclusive look. Once I do all the 32 teams, you will be able to download these rosters on the roster share for Madden 16, but this is my Madden 17 ratings. This is what they're probably going to look like to the best of my knowledge. I mean, come on, who knows this better than me? Yeah, so we're looking first at the Chicago Bears, and we're going to start at the quarterback position, which is where we got Mr. Jay Cutler. So last year, Jay Cutler threw for 3,600 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. So, I mean, still the jury is out whether Jay Cutler is going to be the answer there in Chicago. I was kind of surprised they didn't go after a quarterback because, I mean, realistically, if he's another subpar year, they probably should be looking at moving on in 2017. So we gave him the 83 overall. Looking at the running back situation, I'm a big fan of Jeremy Langford. It's a new era in the backfield there for the Chicago Bears, where Matt Forte has moved on to the New York Jets. So now we have Jeremy Langford, and I gave him an 81 overall. I think expectations are going to be very, very high for him. Last year in limited snaps, I think he only started 2 games, 537 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns. To go along with 279 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. I'm really, really excited to see what he can do with a full amount of snaps. You got Kadeem Carey, Jaquiz Rogers. I did not add. You guys can obviously, this is best way to describe these rosters. I did the first 2, their 2 highest draft picks. You can also, edit like Jordan Howard from Indiana. He could probably fight for some snaps this year. But we got Langford 81, Carey 73, and Rogers 72. But I like to see what Langford would do in that offense this year. Going on to fullback, they got this guy. All right. Now moving to the wide receiver position. We got Alshon Jeffery, who I don't believe they've worked out a long-term deal, but he signed like a franchise tag, I believe. Only played and started in 8 games last year. Still very, very productive. 54 receptions on 807 yards and 4 touchdowns. I think fully healthy, he will help Jay Cutler's stats get back to where they need to be. And I think, he's unbelievably slow. I will say this guy here is very, very slow, but very, very productive. So that's why we gave him the 94. You got Eddie Royal there with the 78 overall. Last year, Eddie Royal did, kind of not ideal. I think he only had under 300 yards, but he did miss half the season pretty much. Then you got Kevin White, who obviously did not make it past training camp, so expectations are going to be very high for him to come up and really help that offense evolve. So we still kept him with the 76 overall, very high on him still out of West Virginia. Then you get some other guys. You got Marques Wilson, 75. Mariani, pretty much a special teamer, with a 70. Now we'll get the tight end position. Martellus Bennett has moved on to the New England Patriots, so now their top guy is going to be Zach Miller, who really came on late last year as one of the safer tight end options in the league, with 34 receptions, 439 yards, and 5 touchdowns. So I think his role will definitely expand somewhat. You also got Rob Hauser there, 72 overall, former Arizona Cardinal. But I think an 80 overall for Zach Miller is very fair. Now look at the offensive line. This is where it gets a little bit... Charles Leno Jr. is projected to be the starting left tackle from all accounts that I've seen. He's not that great. I actually gave him 2 bumps from his Madden 16 rating. Still under 70, so I mean, there are going to be some concerns over there protecting Jay Cutler's blind side. At left guard, we're going with the rookie, the second-round pick, Cody Whitehair out of Kansas State, 75 overall, one of the best overalls for odd and offensive linemen in this year's draft class. I figure why not? He was regarded, even though he had a pretty piss-poor combine, he's still regarded as one of the top guards in this year's draft class. Then at center, you got Manny Ramirez just coming over. Who did he come from? Either the Lions or the Broncos. I can't remember where he played last year, but he's going to be probably playing center. They had Gross, who started last year. Not exactly sure if he's going to be the answer at center. Maybe you can look at swinging him to guard. But Ramirez, for 32, whatever tread he has left on the tire, will probably be the starting center for them. 81, not bad at all. Then at right guard, Kyle Long has finally moved from right tackle back to right guard, where he is a proven Pro Bowl level talent. So we give him the 87 overall, one of the best guards in the NFL. Then at right tackle, they got Bobby Massey, the new addition coming over from the Arizona Cardinals in free agency, with a 76 overall. So all in all, pretty average offensive line. Obviously, you get the strength of Kyle Long. Hopefully, he can get back to his all-pro-like level. But that is the offensive line. Definitely some question marks. Now look at the defensive side of the ball. We get Akeem Hicks. We gave him an 81 overall. Last year, what did Akeem Hicks do? Did he do much? I'm going to look at this quick. I kind of have these stats things up here just because I did go through these stats when I was making them. But they're not going to be right in front of me. I don't have his stats with me right now, but an 81 overall. Out of Canada, oh, because he probably played for the Saints last year. I should know that because, Canadian, we stick to with our own. But 81 overall, very good rating there. Then at defense, the other opposing defensive end, we're going Jonathan Bullard, the rookie from Florida. I'm super high on him. We gave him a 74 overall. You also got Unrein and Will Sutton there, but I think Bullard will end up starting. That was phenomenal value. The Bears had a very, very good draft this year. Now the interior, they got Eddie Goldman. We gave him a 79 overall. Last year, Eddie Goldman started 12 games, had 4.5 sacks and 25 tackles. So, I mean, very good interior presence. Left outside linebacker, we're going to go with Pernell McPhee, who had a very solid game coming in as a pretty expensive free agent. Started 12 games, ended up having 6 sacks and just over 50 tackles, so very productive from him for that new and improved defense. They're trying to reclaim their identity. They hit home runs at the interior linebacker spot in this year's free agency. They got Danny Trevathan coming over from the Denver Broncos. We gave him an 87 overall. Very good player. And they also got Jerrell Freeman, who came over from the Indianapolis Colts. Former CFL player, giving him an 86 overall. He was very, very productive last year for the Colts. Very, very athletic player. I think he's a phenomenal addition. Those are two really, really good players to have in the middle of your linebacking core. And then the other outside linebacker spot, they're gonna really just have a heavy rotation, I believe. We gave Willie Young an 82 overall last year. Willie Young was 6.5 sacks in 8 starts. Then you got Lamarr Houston. We gave him an 81 overall last year. Lamarr Houston, I'm pretty sure last year wasn't the year that he got fucking. No, that was the year before where he tore his quad or something like that. Only started officially 2 games according to ProFootballReference.com, but did have 8 sacks. So maybe actually could give him a little bit higher rating than Willie Young. But I do think he is a better defensive lineman, obviously because of the scheme. I don't really see him as a really legit outside linebacker. I think he's better when his hands are in the turf. Then they also got first-round draft pick Leonard Floor. We gave him a 76 overall. Very high on this prospect. He's still going to have to probably bulk up a little bit. His weight is a little bit of a concern, but I think he will get that shit all sorted out after training camp. A great pickup there for the Chicago Bears. Now we'll go to the secondary. We gave Kyle Fuller an 82 overall. Last year started all 16 games, had 2 interceptions, 9 pass deflections, and just shy of 60 total tackles. I think he's one of the better young secondary players in the league, so we gave him an 82. But who's going to partner with him? Right now we have Tracy Porter will be the guy, but I definitely think they can improve their secondary, especially at the corner position. They've been struggling in the secondary the last couple seasons, and outside of Kyle Fuller, I don't see a whole lot of talent there. Free safety Adrian Amos from Penn State. We gave him a 79 overall. He had an exceptional rookie season from where he was drafted. Started all 16 games. Didn't have an interception, but had almost 80 tackles and 1 sack. So it was very, very productive. They're glad they had a home run there. You got Omar Bolden, who I believe was a free agent. Was it? I don't know. Whatever. And then at strong safety, again, some question marks over there. Chris Pierzynski is slated to be the starter right now from all accounts that I've seen. Last year, I believe he started 5 games, appeared in 13, had 25 tackles and a sack. But again, I still believe there is some secondary concerns for the Chicago Bears, which has been a concern for the last couple seasons. We gave Robbie Gould an 81 overall, very consistent kicker. And then Pat O'Donnell, the Combine Warrior from the University of Miami, an 81 overall. But there you have it, guys. That is the ratings for the Chicago Bears for Madden 17, my Madden 17 rosters. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, smash that like button. If we can hit, we'll say 40 likes, I'll upload the next video right away. I'm not going to go right in order, so I mean, if you're a fan of a team that doesn't start, you're not going alphabetical. So if you're like the Vikings fan, don't worry. It's not going to come at the very end of the series. I'm going to mix and match them up. Like I said, 30, what did we say? Try to hit 30 likes, 40 likes. I'll upload the next video immediately. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, guys. We're trying to hit 15,000 subscribers by the time Madden 17 comes out. Oh, Madden 16. Madden 17 comes out, so keep on subscribing. Spread the word of the channel. And until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out.